Honestly, she's one of the strongest, most passionate women that I have ever had the pleasure of knowing. And it's been such an experience working for her. To say that I've worked, for and with a person like Joan it's such an incredible experience.
I would describe her as one of a kind. She's very unique. She's very dedicated. Make-A-Wish is her life, and she is focused, she's honest, she's just a great person. I met Joan back in the days when her daughter was ill, and we worked together at that time at a hotel, and her daughter was on the list to have a liver transplant. And the hotel that we worked at, we raised money to help her with the expenses. And unfortunately, Jennifer passed away before anything was able to happen. And back in those days, it was a lot harder to get any kind of help like that. And so shortly after that, we had this money that had been raised, I think about $30,000 or something. Joan heard about Make-A-Wish just starting in Phoenix, and that was it. She never looked back.
Our chapter started in 1983. The original Make-A-Wish started in 1980 in Phoenix. The very first one was a fish wish. He was about 7. His name was Davy Lauder. And it was our very first wish. So we were very careful to position ourselves because we kept thinking, oh my God, what if we get hit with like 100 wishes after that and we don't have the money to do it? We had $27,000 in the bank. He was going to go to Lake Dillon, and Public Service Company of Colorado helped us with that, and they sent their helicopter to Bennett. And we all stood out there in a field. It was very emotional, and he got on the helicopter and they took him to Dillon, and I thought, oh my God, what if we didn't catch a fish? So we had called up there, made sure it was stocked, but we actually considered getting a scuba suit and going under and like putting on his hook, but he did catch fish. So.
The office is very warming and relaxing. A lot of people think that what we do is very sad, so I think they come into the office thinking it'll be like a hospital, very stark white, kind of not as relaxed and welcoming, but then they get here and the walls are bright and colorful and there's happy kids, photos everywhere. And I think because of her influence, it's very relaxed, and we are so passionate about what we do here, and I think that reflects in our work and the office environment.
The longer I'm here, the more I see how important giving back is to communities and to schools. We have young kids that are raising money for us and doing things that it's incredible that, back when I was in school, you just didn't think about it that much, and now it's just the right thing to do.
I think it's such a small world in a certain sense that, you might donate to an organization and then next year you might get a phone call from that same person that you helped, that you can kind of see that, you might donate money towards helping a specific woman get her education, and maybe she wants to go into communications, and then a few years down the road, you might see her on 9 News as, the weather anchor or something. So I think that could be very inspirational in seeing where your dollars or your time goes and bettering someone, and then seeing them down the road doing what they want to do.
I think everybody can give, but it may not be money. There's always a way to give. I don't have tons of money either, and I give to what I can, but I think when you work in a nonprofit, you start learning that $25 from 1,000 people is just as important as $10,000 from one person.